when I went to work for Vern and we started a tow company that was failed and we had to close it, then I went and started driving truck. And I drove for some people that we towed for and stuff, and they said, "Well, you driving? You know, you're the boss man." Well, I'm not anymore. And so I drove for them, and it was nice. But finally, I got I got another truck. I mean, one of the employees, I forgot. One of the employees really liked that Western Star. He went on a few trips with me in it, and he liked how fast it went, how good it was, and everything. And he begged me and begged me and begged me to buy it. I said, "No, I'll find another one." So finally, I sold it to him, and it's still driving down in Arizona somewhere. He moved to Arizona. No, he moved to Texas. Moved to Arizona, then he moved to Texas. So in the meantime, we had when the tow company was bought by United Road Towing, they bought a whole bunch of car transport companies, and all the rolling stock that came with the car transport companies that was too old, they sold. And we had a car transporter truck, a Ford car transporter truck, tractor, that was in Las Vegas getting a load, and so we kept it, and when it was sold, then they just brought the truck over to our place. So the truck was in our impound, and they kept trying to sell it. And they started trying to sell it for $12,000, and it was in a different yard, and the manager of that yard said, "Every time I go out there, it starts right up, it runs good and everything." And we found out from the previous owner that they had overhauled it not too long ago and done the transmission, which was basically, you get a new truck then. So we tried to tell everybody that, and we tried to sell it for 6 months. And then found out they were trying to sell it for $5,000. And I heard that, and I went to the president of the company and I said, "Hey, if you want to sell that truck for $5,000, I'll buy it." He said, "Okay, good." So I bought the truck for $5,000. And then I had to cut it had the big racks up on top of it and everything. I had to cut it all off and then put a fifth wheel on it. But I got it so that I could run it. So then when I got out of the towing business, actually I got out of the towing business and I went and worked for someone else for a while, and then finally I lost that job and I went trucking. And I called Dean, and he had already quit. Actually, he bought a company and sold it to long ago. So he said he always had a lot of runs to do. He'd go and have loads to haul, and he worked for this place called Big E Crane, and their main place was in San Leandro, California. And they had a place in Pahrump. They had a lot of places in California and LA and stuff. And I started hauling stuff for Big E Crane since I had a step deck. They had these big elevators that were tall, and so if you put them on my step deck, they wouldn't be over height. So I got to haul a lot of those from Pahrump to LA. And then whatever else they had, there was the main dispatcher up near San Francisco that we got to know him pretty good. And we were somewhere, we'd call him and say, "Hey, do you have anything?"